Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a really interesting video for you guys today. I told you a few weeks ago in my June favorites that I wasn't feeling inspired and I really wanted to do content that I was passionate about and that was fun. So I sat down with a bunch of different video ideas, and one that I stumbled upon was a full face of $1 makeup. So I'm sure you guys have heard of this website, but the website is ShopMissA, and everything on the website, as far as I'm aware, is $1. And so I went into the makeup section and I got around $35 worth of products. So like 35-ish products are in front of me, and everything was $1. So this could either go really well and I could find some amazing $1 makeup, or it could go really poorly. I don't know yet. So you guys are going to be along for that ride. So before we get started, if you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this kind of content. And without further ado, let's go from start to finish with $1 makeup. Everything is $1. So this website kind of blew me away. It has everything. It has tools, it has lashes, lash glue, it has sponges. So I want to start off by sharing some of these sponges that I picked up. I wanted to pick up a few because they have a bunch of different kinds of beauty blenders on the website, but I wasn't sure which one was the good one. I've heard so many people say that the ShopMissA sponge is like the best, and you guys know beauty blenders are $20, so if you could find a $1 one that's amazing, then that would be great. So I picked up 3 sponges. They're all called the AOA, which is the in-house brand for ShopMissA, and they're called the Wonder Blender. So here are the blenders that I picked up. We have a pink one in the middle that's more like the traditional beauty blender, the black one, which is also like the traditional beauty blender, and then we have this purple one that has the flat edge, kind of like the Real Technique sponge. I obviously don't need all 3 sponges for this look, so I think I'm gonna go with the pink one. This one feels the softest. You know, when you kind of feel sponges, some of them feel like they're going to be absorbent and some don't. These two kind of feel a little bit harder and less absorbent than the pink one. The pink one actually feels a lot like the beauty blender. So I'm going to try out the pink one. I'm going to go and completely saturate it, and I will be back to test it out. All right, so this is fully saturated. It actually blew up to probably double the original size, and it feels really soft. It honestly feels exactly like the traditional Real Beauty Blender. So I'm going to set this aside for when I do my foundation, but I actually have a couple primers. I think I might just use both of them or one of them. I'm not sure yet. So I picked 2 different kinds of primers just in case one worked better than the other. The pink one is an illuminating primer and the clear one is a perfecting blur primer. So I actually think I want to use both of them because why not? And when doing a full face of dollar makeup, I do suggest using a primer just so that your pores do not fill up with the cheap makeup. It could be amazing. I don't know. It could also make me break out like crazy. I really, really hope not. So it's already kind of running out of the tube, but I'm just going to squeeze some of this onto my finger. There is actual glitter in this clear primer. I really don't know if I like that. I don't know how that's going to end up looking on my face. I don't know if you guys can see, but in that clear liquid there is glitter, and it definitely shows up when I squeeze it onto my hand. That's okay. I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to put this on the areas that I have kind of larger pores. I think I expected a blurring primer to be like the silicone-y feel, but it actually does not have that silicone feel at all. I would say it's very water-like. But that one is on. I don't see any noticeable difference, but I'm going to go ahead and put on some of the Wonder Skin Illuminating Primer. This one is leaking all over the place. That's the one thing I kind of have noticed because I did take everything out of the packaging today to prepare for this video. Some of the liquid items are leaking. The packaging is not the greatest, but I'm not hating on it, you guys. It could be amazing. I could come up with an amazing look. I don't know yet. So I pumped a little bit out onto my finger, and with illuminating primer, I like to put it kind of all over my face. I like a good glow, but mainly near my high points, on my cheekbones, but literally everywhere. I'm just gonna tap this on. This definitely feels more like a primer that I would be used to. This one feels moisturizing. you can definitely see the added glow. My skin is looking dewy, so I like this primer so far. So next up is foundation, or for my case, BB cream. This is the AOA Perfect BB Cream, and I will say I had a lot of trouble finding foundation on the website and also picking a color. So I have two. I have no idea if they're gonna match me or not. This could either make or break this video. So I wanted to do foundation first, because if it's gonna be terrible, it's gonna be terrible. We're just gonna get it over with. A lot of the shades that I thought would match me were actually sold out when I was shopping, so that's kind of the problem. But I have light and medium in the AOA BB cream. I'm assuming these are gonna have a little bit lighter of a coverage than a typical foundation, which is fine for the summer. I don't mind having a little bit lighter of a coverage, but I'm going to probably mix these two shades. I do have a really tan body and my face is a little bit lighter. I tried to self-tan my face last night so that my face wouldn't be as extremely white as it normally is, but it is a little bit lighter than my body. So here is light and medium. So that is light. Medium's really kind of orangey. But honestly, maybe if I mix both of them, we're gonna get an okay shade match. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just mix them, and we're gonna go in and just hope that we get a good color match. So I would say it's actually a light to medium coverage. I definitely got lucky with the color match. These two mixed together work pretty well for my tan. A lot of the time with cheaper foundations or dollar store makeup, which I've done the Dollar Tree makeup challenge, a lot of the times it oxidizes. So I'm really hoping it doesn't oxidize, because I'm already looking a little bit dark. If it goes darker, I don't know. But you know what? This primer makes me look very dewy, and I'm loving it. I love a nice dewy face. And I actually don't hate this BB cream at all. This beauty blender is it, you guys. This is a $1, maybe $1 and some change beauty blender. I'm gonna stock up on these. There's a few things in front of me that I think I'm going to stock up on, because wait until you see some of these things. Wait until you see the lashes. Like, the fact that this is $1, why don't I just buy 20 of these? In fact, I may. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time to be paying $20 for beauty sponges anymore. It was fun a couple years ago. Not anymore. But I can't believe I haven't done one of these videos already, because people rave about this website, and this was my first time shopping it. This is the AOA Wonder Cover Concealer. This is in the shade Natural. I definitely think, especially for brightening, I should have gone with a lighter shade, but I think that was sold out. I think that was my issue. The light shades were kind of sold out on me. This looks like it's going to be a little bit peachy, which could go good. It could go bad. I don't know, but hopefully you guys can see what I mean. Like, it just looks pink, or like peachy pink, but it might be okay. So I am just going to put this on my under eyes. So let's see. Ooh, I don't know. This feels really dry. It goes on kind of dry, like it's going on like a liquid lipstick. What if this is a liquid lipstick? No, it's not. I'm gonna add a little bit of this to my forehead. The color is okay. It's definitely peachy, so it's gonna be brightening if you pick up this color, but so far, like, the only vibe I'm getting from this concealer is dry AF. The drier the concealer, the harder to blend out, so this might take me a minute. This is 100% the consistency of liquid lipstick. Like, I feel like I'm doing the full face of liquid lipstick challenge, but I think it's gonna be okay once it's buffed out, if I can buff it out. All right, the concealer is a hard pass. Definitely wouldn't recommend the concealer. I feel like if you use that consistently, you're gonna end up having crazy wrinkles, because you have to like abuse your face to get it to blend. Okay, so I picked up a few brushes from AOA, and this is another thing, hidden gem of the internet. Like, these brushes are gonna be phenomenal for beginners. It's $1. You really can't beat it. A lot of them were sold out. There were sets, but since I wanted to keep this to everything $1, I didn't buy any sets of brushes. But this, when I opened the package, I was like, wow, like, this is the AOA Studio F13. I'm going to use this to apply powder. I do need to go into other brushes for this look because, like I said, a lot of them were sold out that I would have purchased. Unfortunately, I will need to use some other brushes for this look, but I'm going to use this for my setting powder. So I have the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Soft Light. Looks like a nice kind of translucent powder. It actually looks a lot like the Laura Mercier. So I'm just going to tap this underneath my eye. You guys, this is giving me, dare I say, flawless under eyes. That's the key, you guys. A dry AF concealer and a $1 setting powder. I like this powder. It doesn't have any weird scent to it. I guess I would have to look at the ingredients before I went ahead and used it every day of my life, but for this look, it's doing an amazing job. So next I have the AOA Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. Mine's in the shade Dark Brown. I do have to use my Anastasia brow brush for this because it didn't come with a brow brush. But this is just your typical brow pomade. So my brows have been kind of just doing whatever they wish lately. I'm trying to grow out certain areas of them so that I can shape them a little bit better. So I do need to work on them a little bit. So far, this is feeling like any old pomade, maybe a little bit stiffer than the Anastasia Dip Brow. It's a lot harsher than the Dip Brow, I think. Very pigmented. I'd say the color match is dead on with Dark Brown from Anastasia. This brow needs a little filling in the top. So again, the brow product is fairly amazing. The only thing is with the cheap kind of plasticky packaging, I do wonder how quickly this will dry out in comparison to the Anastasia Dip Brow. But if it doesn't dry out fast, it's going to be great. I would definitely dip into this again. It's just like the Dip Brow. The consistency is good. It's very pigmented, so I'd be a little bit more careful with it. But pigment is not a bad thing for me. I like pigment. Okay, so it's time to move on to eyes. This is my first product that is not from the brand AOA. This is an eyeshadow primer from the brand Amuse Cosmetics. I picked a primer that I thought would be kind of a dupe for MAC Painterly, which is what I use on a regular basis. So here's what it looks like. This is called Clean Slate. So I'm going to go in again with my own brush from Sigma. This is the Sigma Bake Precision. I use this for my regular eye primer, so I'll be able to kind of better judge it with this brush. And there just ain't no way in hell I'm carving out my brows with that concealer, so we're skipping that step for today. So I'm going to apply my base. Okay, so product after product, I'm being very pleasantly surprised here. This looks a lot like Painterly. I would say maybe it's a little bit more emollient, like a little bit more oily, but the color is dead on and it's covering any veins that I have in my eyelid, and it's pretty much exactly the same color as Painterly. Maybe you guys would be interested in seeing a video about dupes from ShopMissA or $1 dupes, because it seems like I've already found a few, like 3 dupes in this video already. Okay, so time to move on to eyeshadow. I think this might be a little bit tricky. I picked my shades again online, so I'm not sure if they were different enough because I love neutrals and I picked a bunch of neutrals, but we'll see. So I have some pressed shadows. I believe this is still the ShopMissA brand, but this is the A20. I think it's like their lab. Maybe it's like tester products or something like that, but these are single eyeshadows. And so I picked out 4 single pan eyeshadows. So here are the eyeshadows that I picked, the individual ones, kind of just goldy neutrals and mauvey neutrals. So I think I'm going to go in with the mauvey neutrals because I do have some other baked shadows. I have the AOA Wonder Baked eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Bourbon. And then I have the AOA Velour eyeshadow. And this is a purpley shade called Lucky Star. I'm going to go in with the first single shadow. This is a kind of taupey nude called Sultry. Brownie nude, I guess you could say. I'm going to pick this up with a blending E25 from Sigma. It's my favorite blending brush. And I'm gonna blend this into the crease. This reminds me a lot of the old Makeup Geek shadows that I used to use all the time. I want to say the shade Latte or something was very similar to this shade. So once the transition shade is down, I'm going in with a dusty mauve. So this is a mauve shade called Perfect, and this is going to deepen up the outer corner. So I'm going to use this to deepen up the outer corner. Ooh, that is a very pretty shade. So far with using all of these, I've not felt like this is $1 makeup at all. So I really want to use this gem here. I think I'm going to use my finger to apply it. It just looks like one of those shadows that will apply best with a finger. And I want this to be all over my lid. Yeah, this is a cream. Wow, this is pigmented. Do you guys see that? It is a pigmented cream shadow. So definitely I'm gonna apply it with my finger. I'm just gonna slap it on. Oh, high pigment. I don't know what I expected out of these eyeshadows, but that was not it. They actually impressed me a lot more than I thought. I might be doing another one of these looks, you guys, because I'm shook. So I have this baked eyeshadow in the shade Seashell. I want to use this for my brow bone highlight and my inner corner highlight. I'm not going to use the other shade that I have, even though that would make a really beautiful neutral look. I'm glad I used the purple eyeshadow because I'm shocked. I didn't expect it to be that good. So I'm going to add this baked eyeshadow to my brow bone and my inner corner. Alright, so this purple eye look is gorgeous, but we have a few more steps to finish up the eyes. First up is mascara, and I have some really cool mascara products from AOA. I have a regular mascara, which is the AOA Fat Lash Mascara, and then I have something that is so cool. It's the AOA Skinny Mascara. So this is a tiny little wand for my bottom lashes. So I'm going to start off with the Fat Lash Mascara because I'm going to be applying lashes. I'm not going to apply a ton of this. I like to do like a light coat and then apply lashes. But the bottom mascara I'm definitely most excited for. So here is the Fat Lash wand. I don't like my mascara wands to be huge, puffy, and flimsy. This is a nice, firm, kind of skinny. Even though it says Fat Lash, it's kind of a skinny wand, which I like. Okay, so it grips my lashes okay. It's definitely not mind-blowing by any means. I don't know if this would be anything that I'm super impressed with. So moving on to the Skinny Mascara. That is a tiny, tiny little baby wand, which I love. Okay, so this is cute. I mean, it's almost, dare I say, too small to grip my lashes. I have to like get very close in there. Mind you, I was fully expecting to be blown away by this little skinny mascara, but I just think you have to get too close. Like, it's just not gripping unless, I don't know how to explain it. Like a little bit bigger of a wand would actually grip the lash. Like, I feel like I have to paint the whole lash. But I'm not smudging, which is good. I think this skinny lash is just a little bit too much work. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the website and you've never browsed it, this part is going to blow your mind. Just like the Beauty Blender part, this is insane. So I have 3 different AOA lashes. 2 of them are premium. The other one is a regular style. So these are so insane for $1. This is the style Jean. This is the style Tori. These 2 are 3D faux mink. And then this is the style Alexis. A lot like Ardell lashes. But you guys, Ardell lashes are still like $5. This is $1. So I think I'm going to go in with the Tori lash. I need to trim them, work on them a little bit, and apply them. So I'm going to do that off camera. But I'm also going to be using the AOA lash glue, which hopefully, like, cross my fingers, I don't have a reaction. Because I've had reactions before. I actually am allergic to House of Lashes lash glue. So I'm going to use their A+ Super Strip Lash Adhesive with the Tori lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that was a little hit and miss. The lashes are pretty, but they were really, really hard to put on, and the lash glue was not great. I honestly will be surprised if these lashes stay on my eyelids because the glue just was not working for me. I would prefer my Duo lash adhesive, but they do look really pretty. I would say if you're an experienced person with lashes, then go ahead and go for the faux mink, but if you're not, this style is probably going to be a lot easier to apply, and I personally would just stick to the regular lash adhesive that you're used to. I just wasn't a fan of the AOA lash glue. So it's time to finish up the face. I have a blush. I'm not sure if this is going to show up on me. Again, I'm not super great at picking out colors online, but this is the shade Darling, and it's a little bit of a dusty rose. Might be a little too light for me, I would say. Gonna see if it adds any color to my face. I think it does, kind of. Just a little bit of a flush. Alright, so next up is highlighter. I have two options. One is kind of another packaging fail. It is the Glow Baby Illuminating Drops. I thought it was really pretty. It's in the shade Goddess. So here's what it looks like. The packaging sucks. Like, it won't screw on. It's kind of broken. So that's a dud. But if the packaging was nice, then I think this would be a cool product. And then I also have the AOA Velour Highlighter, which I think is going to be kind of creamy like the eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Baby. So I personally think I want to try the drops. Here is what it looks like. Really, really pretty shade. So I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit on my middle finger and just tap it into the area where I want it, my cheekbone. And then quickly follow up with my blender. I actually think that's really pretty. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it would be. It actually blends out really nicely with a finger. I don't even think you need the sponge. I'm going to put some down my nose. It's actually too bad about the packaging because this highlighter is really, really pretty. I just can't deal with faulty packaging. So next up is lipstick. I bought the AOA Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Naked. This is like a deep nude. It kind of reminds me of one of my favorite Anastasia liquid lipsticks. What was that called? I think it was called Aston or Ashton. I'll have to look that up, but this reminds me a lot of like the brownie nude that I was obsessed with a couple years ago. So I'm gonna see. Hopefully this is not too drying. It actually smells kind of nice. I don't know if it's like a makeup-y smell. That formula is not bad at all. I guess maybe I was a Debbie Downer, like thinking that this was going to be a complete fail, but honestly, it's the opposite. I feel like a lot more of the products were successful than were failures. I don't think personally, looking at this look, that I would ever be able to tell that everything I used was $1. This is like the successful version of the Dollar Tree challenge that was quite a fail, honestly. My skin hated me for that. But my skin feels good, and I actually really like this look. It's a really pretty kind of mauve-y purple eye look. It's super glam for being $1 with these big, nice lashes. So that is it for the makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed going with me on this $1 makeup journey. I definitely think that some of the takeaway products are the pink Wonder Blender. This is phenomenal. I think that the brushes shouldn't be slept on if you guys want to start like a starter kit, or you have somebody in your family that's just coming up in makeup. You don't want to be spending $14 on a brush if you're not absolutely certain how to use it. I feel like it would be a good way to kind of build a kit, even if you are a working makeup artist and maybe you can't afford the really expensive like MAC Sigma brushes. This brush seems to be really great quality for $1. I really, really enjoyed the illuminating primer. I definitely think that it's contributing to my glow today. I loved the setting powder. I'm definitely going to keep using this because it kind of blew me away. It is an absolute, like, very, very close dupe to the Laura Mercier translucent powder, but it's not quite as drying. These cream velour eyeshadows are a force to be reckoned with. I want to pick up some neutral shades, maybe some pretty fall shades. I'm definitely going to be making another order from ShopMissA, so you guys let me know if you guys have shopped the website, if you own anything, what do I need to try, because this was my first time shopping the website. It can be a little bit overwhelming because there is such a huge selection, but I am pretty much pleased with, I would say, 80% of what I got. But you know what? I had a lot of fun filming this video. I hope that you guys liked watching it. If you want to see more like this, then leave a thumbs up and let me know in a comment down below. I would love to do more of these. But that is it for my full face of $1 makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching today and for hanging out with me. YouTube kind of sucks at notifying you guys that I posted a new video, so hit that bell if you want to change that. And hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye.